In search of gold, we lost diamond. Just like this. In search of big opportunity, we lost small, most valuable opportunity in our life. This story teaches you the power and value of small opportunity. So let's begin the story. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young boy named Raj, who was very intelligent and hard-working, but his growth was diminishing day by day. His marks in school were also decreasing because he constantly believed that he would do only big things. He had started ignoring small things, thinking that they didn't matter. This mindset had a negative impact on his life and studies. He became very sad. One day, when he was going to the other side of the village for some work, he overheard some people talking about a Zen master lived in a monastery nearby the village. They were saying that the master is very wise and knowledgeable, and he could easily solve anyone's problems. Hearing this, he decided to meet the master and find a solution to his problems. Next morning, Raj arrived in the monastery and shared his problem with the Zen master. He also requested the master to guide him. The master smiled gently and said, "We ignore small opportunity in our life, but small opportunities are always the beginning of great achievements." Let me share a story. Once, two friends lived in a village. One day, both friends went to the river to collect ruby stones, intending to sell them and save some money. As they were gathering ruby stones, the first friend found a big ruby stone. Seeing this, the second friend thought, "Wow, he found a big ruby. He will make more money than me now." So, he decided to find an even bigger ruby stone. He searched diligently, but despite his hard work, he couldn't find a big ruby. Frustrated, he picked up all the small rubies he had found and threw them away, thinking that only the big ruby would bring him the desired profits. The search for the big ruby continued from afternoon to evening. However, the second friend never found a big ruby. When they returned home, the first friend sold his big ruby for $100, and the small rubies he had collected earned him $300. In contrast, the second friend had nothing to sell because he had discarded all the small rubies. Feeling dejected, the second friend asked his friends how the first friend had earned more. They explained that the small rubies he had thrown away were collected by them, which eventually earned them $300. After telling this story to Raj, the Zen master asked him, "Raj, what have you understood from this story?" Raj replied, "Master, I understood the value of small opportunities and the reason for my problems. I always avoided small things in search of bigger ones." The master said, "Yes, my child. In pursuit of big achievements, we often overlook small opportunities. We tend to ignore small things in our day-to-day lives, not realizing that these small things can lead to significant successes in the future. Pay attention to every little thing. Do not ignore it. Its importance will be evident in the future. I'm not suggesting that you think small. What I mean is, think big, but do every little thing that leads you to your goal." With this newfound wisdom and purpose, Raj thanked the master for his guidance and returned to his home. After that day, Raj started paying attention to small things, making good use of every small opportunity, and gradually, positive changes started appearing in his life. His performance in school also started becoming excellent. My friend, we can learn a big lesson from this story. The story shared by the Zen master teaches us that both friends had the same goal, money. However, the first friend focused on both big and small opportunities, while the second friend only focused on the big one and ignored the small ones. Just like the second friend, we avoid many small opportunities in our life in search of the big one. In the end, remember, small changes are part of significant success.